Why do you listen to Radio Mirchi at 98.3 FM, All India Radio at 101 FM by tuning specifically to these frequencies and not just any other number? Simply because these are the frequencies allocated to that specific radio channel. It is impossible to hear the live feed unless you tuned to that specific frequency, isn't it? Similarly, in life, how can you expect others to follow you, listen to your command, work in a specific way if you do not communicate with them at a frequency that they are attuned to? Frequency as an analogy here simply means everyone operates from a different paradigm. They have different set of values and beliefs that shapes how they behave and interact with each other. As a leader, you must have the ability to inspire trust to people not just in your chain of command but also those outside of it. A stands for attunement, which simply means to align your actions in harmony with others. B stands for buoyancy or resilience, which is the ability to stay afloat amid an ocean of crisis or rejection. C stands for clarity, which means to have the end goal so clearly defined that each step you take contributes in a meaningful way towards the vision that you have. There are three ways to work on your attunement. First, reduce your positional power and step down a level. As a leader, don't think other people should approach you. You must take the initiative. People don't have to come to you. You must go to them to understand and know them better. For example, Amazon had once kept $5,000 pay-to-quit program. Can you believe that? They did so as they believed an employee staying somewhere they did not want to be is not healthy for the employee or the company. In simple terms, an employee not attuned isn't going to add value to himself or the organization. Amazon is also heard to keep an empty chair in all of their meetings to remind that customer is king. And at the end of the day, even the world's best strategy coming from the world's best expert has to be in attunement with the end customer in mind. Which basically means there is no place for positional power as a leader. Second, empathize. Use both logic and reason in your communication. Third, reframe and reflect the messages in your own words so the other person feels that you are really listening and care for them. B is buoyancy or resilience. It is your ability as a leader to be perseverant, to not give up on the tasks that you have taken on. Before you take any project, what you tell yourself is very important in determining the success of your project. If you think that it is a very tough project, you have to work a lot of extra hours, unsure if you will be able to complete it successfully, then most likely your performance on the project will be below par. Whereas if you tell yourself, well, I may not know all the answers to complete the project today, but I am confident I will find a way. I have an open mind and keen to explore the different opinions and options. There is a good chance that your performance on the project will be above par. What do you do when you hear a negative news which impacts your mood and thus reduces your effectiveness in whatever you are doing? How do you stay resilient in those times? I suggest you do something that you enjoy doing. For example, take a short walk in a park outside to get some fresh air. Listen to your favorite podcast, go out for a coffee, or anything else that makes you happy. Whenever you feel low, do not push yourself to meet the deadline. Take a short break and do the things that make you happy. And you would realize that solutions will come naturally to you then. The key is to balance your negative emotions with positive ones. Negative emotions are anger, contempt, disgust, embarrassment, fear, guilt, sadness, and shame. Positive emotions are amusement, awe, compassion, gratitude, hope, interest, love, joy and pride. Finally, you must be optimistic. Optimism is the catalyst that fuels your persistence and give you the energy to keep going. C is clarity. Clarity is nothing but your ability to foresee the results. Most often, the results take time to show up, but it's the clarity and vision that serves as the guide to keep pushing yourself. If your purpose is clear of why you are trying to achieve that you have set out to achieve, the how and the what becomes clearer with each passing moment. After you have completed any task, ask yourself these two questions. How can I do this task better next time around? What else can I do? This will ensure that you do not get carried away in the glory of the immediate success and are open to improving yourself. Getting better every day, better than what you were before. Sometimes a perfectly attuned, appropriately buoyant and a clear plan will go awry. In situations such as those, seek help of those around you. A leader is not someone who has answer to all the questions by himself, but is someone who is open to collaborate, is curious and values everyone's feedback, and finally chooses the one that is best for the business. Stay tuned for my upcoming vlogs. See you until the next time.